So I was thinking, yes, I was right. Last night I was vociferously telling everybody Swami can't read all the letters. There he is, he's throwing all the letters. And I was smiling like this. I had a first-hand experience, with them about the significance of writing letters to Swami. Old hostel when Pallav, Shailesh, myself, all of us, we finished our postgraduate studies. Swami told us to stay in the old hostel. So every morning the agenda was clear. 5 o'clock we used to grab the harmonium, run away to Nagar Sankirtan, whole day. Night without fail, till 9 o'clock or 9:30 we used to have a satsang. And then we used to go to sleep. And that particular night's topic was, why do we write letters to Swami? And most of us actually felt, that see, it is humanly impossible, to read so many letters. Physically, Swami may be God, but his body is still human. And human body cannot read so many letters in one day. Definitely he must be skipping a few letters. Definitely we don't think he is reading all the letters. But a deeper truth was escaping us. So then Swami, everything was over. I think we went to sleep in the night. Morning, when generally Dilip used to go away to do his MBA program, I used to do the door duty. So one group of devotees had come, and Swami, whenever the devotees or children come, Swami used to give them pencils, photographs of Swami and vibhuti packets. And sometimes after the entire distribution was over, I used to get it back and get it inside and put it in the inner interview room and come out. Sometimes Swami used to be seated on the chair by the time I used to come in, reading letters. So sometimes when he sits there, he used to close the door and sit, which means I am expected to stay there. Sometimes he used to leave the door open, which means I am expected to go out and close the door behind me. So that day when I came, the door was closed. So I went and stood near the door waiting silently. So Swami has a knack, See, when you have some kind of doubt, he will ensure that the doubt multiplies. So what he did was, the moment he came, he took out a bunch of letters. Previous night's topic was Swami doesn't read all the letters. He made it a point to pick up a really hefty bunch of letters, took it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. He started throwing in the dustbin, one by one. So I was thinking, yes, I was right. Last night I was vociferously telling everybody Swami can't read all the letters. There he is, he's throwing all the letters. And I was smiling like this. Swami was reading and suddenly stopped and he looked at me like that. The chill down the spine, that is what. Imagine, I just finished his thought. Swami stopped and he looked at me like that, upstairs. Emira, doubts vastunaya? He asked. Are you getting doubts? I said, no, Swami, no doubts. Then he said, come here. And I went and he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, never lie to your guru. And I just hung my head down. Then he said, why are you scared what your doubt is? If your doubt is out of genuine interest to learn, I welcome it. Tell me what's your doubt, he said. When I said, Swami, like this, we had a discussion last night. He said, yeah, I was hearing it. I was hearing all of it. You only said, that Swami doesn't read all the letters. I said, yes, Swami. Then Swami said, you come here. Then he took out a bunch of letters and he unfolded them like that and he said, pick up any one letter. So somewhere inside I took a totally normal white envelope, hundreds and hundreds of letters Swami gets. Nothing was written on it. Plain normal white envelope. There was no handwriting also. In case you think, that Swami has recognized the writing, there was nothing. It was plain. And Swami said, go back to the door. So I went back to the door. Swami said, open it and read it. I said, Swami, but the letter is for you. He said, I am only telling you, you read it. So I went to the corner and Swami was continuing reading his own letters. And after 5 minutes he looked up, he said, did you read it? I said, yes, Swami. You will not believe it. He sat there and he said, this letter is from Mr. Mukhopadhyaya in Calcutta. His son came to me, he came with his son to me last year because his son was having a brain problem which the doctors couldn't cure. I gave him a vibhuti at that point of time and I told that his son will be perfectly fine. That boy is now going to school totally normally. Mr. Mukhopadhyaya has written that letter thanking me. I just threw the letter and went and fell at his feet. And he said, why? Why are you sad? I said, no, Swami, it was my mistake. I did a great sin by doubting you. Then he said, don't. Your intention was not to criticize me or expose me or something like that. Your intention was a genuine thing you wanted to know. It is my responsibility to get rid of that doubt for you. Who else will do it except for your guru? Then that is when a deeper truth, which I told you about, dawned on me. What is that truth? See, the letter doesn't matter. Whether he reads the letter doesn't matter at all. Because he already knows. So then taking that, sometime later I asked him that, Swami, you remember that experience you gave me? He said, yes. Then I said, but Swami, why is it that sometimes you expect us to write letters to you? In fact, when I came to you several times from Parthi, you would ask me, have the boys given any letters? It is obvious, that you want to letters. So how is it that you expect us to write them? Then Swami said, see, when this physical body is here, it is for you to take full advantage of it. Then he pointed at me, he said, see, when you write the letter, I know that when you write the letter, you feel that you are talking to me. Am I right or wrong? I said, yes, Swami. Because that's a fact. He said, like that, people have their own feelings, which gets evoked when they write a letter to Swami. I respect that feeling and take the letter. Then see how deeply he goes into each one of his actions, Then I understood the entire history, what is letter, why should it be written to Swami, and what does Swami do with the letter. Entire thing came out in one single shot to me. And that's why even now, I write a letter to Swami and I put it at his throne, in our house.